This is my second take for this video. The first video was all over the place. It was not structured enough. It was very messy, so I re-recorded it. So this is take two. So hi there, welcome to this channel where I share mindset shifts so that you can run your business with ease. And in case you're wondering, I create done for you workbooks and workshops using my counseling experience. So if you are a coach or if you are a small business owner in the personal development niche, you may find my content helpful. Today, I'm going to talk about anxiety, and I'm not going to talk about the more serious aspects of anxiety because, as we all know, anxiety requires professional treatment. I'm going to talk about anxious-like feelings that we feel on a daily basis. So what inspired me to talk about this is because recently I was listening to a podcast episode with a manifestation expert, and she was sharing how she keeps herself in a positive mental and emotional state to reduce her anxiety. And one of the things that she does is to reduce her consumption of news. And I know that this is very controversial because in this three-dimensional world that we live in, being well informed and being well read can make you seem like an intelligent person. So if you are someone who knows what is going on in the world to the most minute of details, if you know the statistics of unemployment rates right now, if you know when the economy is going to crash, if you know what wars are going on at this moment, you can be seen as someone who is well-read and intelligent. So for some of us, not all of us, for some of us, we follow the news to satisfy our ego or maybe because of image concerns. But some of us really follow the news because the news is very addictive. If you see the news, 90%, if not 100% of the things that you read or watch or listen to is going to be negative in nature. And negativity is incredibly addictive. I mean, you can think of yourself when you were younger, when you were in school and you gather with a group of friends and you trash talk someone you did not like. Or in the past, maybe you broke up with someone and then you met up with a group of friends and trash talk the guy that you broke up with. Or imagine how you and your friends gossiped about a certain celebrity or a certain influencer that you all hated, and you get a lot of pleasure out of gossiping about that person. So negativity can be incredibly addictive. And that is why some of us are very attracted to the news. You may realize that when your life is not going exactly the way you want it, or if you are unhappy with your life at the moment, you tend to talk negatively about other people a lot more. You tend to have a more negative outlook on life, and you tend to be more judgmental of other people. And basically, you're just not a pleasant person when things are not going well. So when you catch yourself doing all those things, perhaps it's time for you to reflect and be more self-aware and realize which aspects of your life are not working out and making you an unhappy person and saying a lot of unhappy things. When I was listening to that podcast episode with that manifestation expert, manifestation bait in case you're curious, it reminds me of a drawing exercise which I created in my Done For You Overcome Anxiety workbook. So I created that workbook for influencers or coaches or anybody in the personal development niche to sell to their clients or sell to their followers. And there is a drawing exercise in there to help your followers reduce feelings of anxiety. You might be wondering why I chose to encourage people to draw instead of to write their anxieties. Because when we draw, it's a more relaxing way to do a coaching exercise. Number one, and it makes the whole exercise fun. And when something is fun, you're more likely to enjoy it and you're more likely to commit to it. Number two, don't underestimate the power of fun. Okay, I know it's really trivial to do something for fun, but fun is a great motivator for you to do things. So that's a side note. Number three, the reason why I encourage people to draw the anxieties is because when you look at your drawings afterwards, you can connect to them immediately. There is like an emotional connection between you and that drawing. You can try out this exercise and see how it works for you. So these are the three reasons why I encourage people to draw the anxieties instead of writing them out. When you write them out, you're engaging the more cognitive part of your brain and not less of the emotional parts of your brain. And human beings are motivated by emotion. So when you can connect with your drawings, the effect is much stronger and the coaching exercise becomes more effective. Let's get to the anxiety drawing exercise. So there are 3 steps to it. So step 1 is to draw 3 tasks, people, or situations which give you anxiety on a daily. I'm going to share 3 common anxieties that many people face, in my opinion. So number 1, if you're running a business, then business-related tasks or business-related worries is going to be something you worry about. Number 2 is you may have money-related worries. Maybe you're not making as much money as you hope to. And number 3 is relationship worries or caregiver worries. If you are a parent, maybe you're worrying about the well-being of your children, or you're worrying about being a good mom or a good parent, something like that. So these are 3 common worries which I believe many of us are facing. And what you can do is to draw those worries out on a piece of paper. You can take out a piece of paper, a journal, whatever it is. You can draw your worries out. And you can draw them in any way that you want. You can let your creativity run wild. For example, if you have money worries, maybe you can draw money notes with wings attached to them. Or if you have business or work related worries, you can draw yourself at a laptop with, I don't know, with a huge X on it. You let your creativity run wild, like I said. So you draw these 3 tasks, people, situations which give you anxiety on a daily basis. That's step 1. Step 2 is to arrange the 3 drawings according to what gives you the most anxiety, followed to what gives you moderate anxiety and what gives you the least anxiety. To make things easier, number 1 is the drawing which gives the situation which gives you the most anxiety. Number 2 is a situation which gives you moderate anxiety. And number 3 is a situation which gives you the least anxiety. So you can number your drawings 1, 2, 3 accordingly. That is step 2. And step 3, you're going to sit down and reflect on what has worked in the past to reduce your anxiety for these 3 situations. So if you have business-related worries, perhaps the most practical thing to do or what has worked in the past is to reduce your business expenses. You can draw what reducing business expenses, quote unquote, looks like to you. So you can get creative over here. And if you are worried about money issues, maybe one of the things that you can do is to get a part-time job to reduce your money worries on top of your full-time job or on top of your business. So you can draw what a part-time job looks like to you. And number 3, if you're worried about relationship issues, you can draw what that looks like to you as well. What has helped you in the past? What has helped you to reduce your anxiety when it comes to being a good mother, a good spouse, or a good friend, or a good colleague, or a good daughter, or whatever? Draw what has worked for you in the past. So at the end of this whole exercise, you're going to have a page full of drawings or scribbles, and the drawings do not have to be perfect, and you can keep them confidential if you want to. So you are going to draw all these out, and it's going to give you instant clarity to the root cause of your everyday anxiety. And it also reminds you to take action on what has worked in the past to reduce your anxiety. And when you revisit your drawings, you will realize that you can connect with them really quickly. The essence of the emotions that you have as you are drawing is something that you can connect to immediately when you look at your drawings. After that, this exercise is in my Done For You Overcome Anxiety workbook. You can share this exercise with your followers. If you are not ready to purchase the workbook, you can share this exercise verbally with your followers, your clients, or to whomever who will benefit from it. I considered showing you my sketches and my drawings for this exercise, but I decided that I'm not ready for that. They're really ugly. Let's just be honest. Maybe next time when I have the courage to share the drawings with you, I will. And if you find this video helpful, you can join my mailing list. If you are a coach or a small business owner in the personal development space, you will get content which you can share with your clients or you can use on yourself. If you are someone who is not a coach and you are interested in self-growth, you can still be on my email list because I like to think that I share motivational, inspirational, and really helpful emails which will help you to experience self-growth and be self-loving at the same time. Thank you for joining me here today. I will see you in my next episode. Goodbye.